Hello friends, I have prepared videos for COBOL, how we can write COBOL DB2 program. So I will explain what changes we have to make in each division. So first, as usual, we write identification division. In identification division, we have program ID, author, date return, but as we are discussing how we are writing COBOL DB2 program, here in identification division we are not going to make any changes with respect to DB2. As usual, COBOL program which you are writing. Then environment division is there. In environment division, as we know, there are configuration section, input output section. Under input output section, file control section is there. Here also no changes with respect to DB2. Then there is data division. Here in data division, as we know, there is file section is there, linkage section is there, working storage section is there. So in file section and in linkage section, no changes. But in working storage section, there are code changes with respect to DB2. So mainly in all DB2 changes starts in data division in working storage section. Here in working storage section, under data division, which is under data division, we have to write exec SQL, include SQL CA and end exec. So here in between exec SQL and end exec, we have to include the pre-coded copybook which is provided by system and in which all SQL related variables are there, which are already there in system, like SQL code, which we write when there is return code from the query. That SQL code, then SQL warning, SQL error, that that variables are already there in SQL CA copybook, so we are including that. Then other copybook which are for the tables which we are going to use in our query, like whenever we are moving some data to the table, then the table which we are using in our query, we have to include that table in include Decalgen table layout or copybook name, or that table copybook name which is there for the table. So then after that there is procedure, as there is procedure division. In procedure division, you write your logic. Then after that, whenever there is DB2 part comes, you have to write again exec, in between exec SQL and end exec, you need to write the query. And write like this. Here I have written one query. In between exec SQL and end exec, I have written insert into table name, that I have to insert the data in column 1 and column 2, and values which I have written the logic for this variable. I supposed to write the logic for this variable x1 and variable x2 in my code, and then I just need to write this query, DB2 query, inside exec SQL and end exec. And then whatever points you need to remember while doing coding of COBOL DB2 program is always you need to write a query in exec SQL and end exec. Then second point is, do not with here table name, but do not use a schema name like v. Do not use the schema name, use the table name. Then do not use semicolon at the end of the query, because we need to have it in whenever we write query in Spoofy or QMF, we write semicolon at the end. But here in COBOL DB2 program, you don't need to write the semicolon. Then after that, all the variables or values which we are passing in the query should be prefixed by colon, like all the variables from the program which you are passing to that passing into the query, that should be starting with this colon, colon. Okay. I forgot to add colon here. Then for any data movement into table, you need to add the copybook of that table, which I have already mentioned here in like exec SQL and exec. You need to write the table which you are going to use in your query.